Welcome to another episode of Front Porch with David. On this one, we remember Dolly Parton. Icon isn't a big enough name. I've never seen a person more universally liked than one Dolly Parton. I don't have to tell you who Dolly Parton is. You know who she is. Especially if you're from the South, for sure. I guarantee you've been to Dollywood. If you haven't, you should. It's a very fun time. Just don't go when it's busy, because boy, to get packed. But Dolly Parton, legend in so many ways: singer, songwriter, philanthropist, entrepreneur, actress. Don't sleep on Steel Magnolias. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good movie. Truby, I think she played. She said, "There's no such thing as natural beauty." She also said, "Laughter through crying is her favorite emotion." Truby dropping truth bombs on that. Great movie. 9 to 5, never seen, but obviously the song I know. And Coat of Many Colors. I mean, come on. How do you not tear up when, listen, she was born January 19th, 1946. She passed away August 25th at the age of 80. She had 12 brothers and sisters in a small cabin up in Sevier, Tennessee. When you think Smoky Mountains, Pigeon Forge, or that area, no other name even comes close. Rarely does a person embody an area as much as Dolly Parton does when you think Pigeon Forge or Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. She's gone out of her way to make her name synonymous with that. Elvis has Memphis, even though he's born in Tupelo, Mississippi, but Elvis has Memphis. But when you talk Pigeon Forge, even Gatlinburg and all that, Dolly Parton comes to mind, and that's because of Dollywood, but also just the person that she was. She never let you forget. As big and as popular as she got and global as she got, you still thought, man, that's just that girl from Tennessee. She's just she never seemed to change her ways. The Dolly you saw in the 70s and 80s feels like the Dolly you saw in 2010s, 2020s. Seems to be the same person. Obviously a lot more fortunate when it comes to finances, but she shared those. She did a lot of good. I mean, when there was the big fire in Gatlinburg in that area a couple years back, I want to say she gave almost every family upwards of $1,000 a month for like 5 or 6 months. And then when that ended, she just gave them outright $5,000 just to help out. She didn't have to do that. I don't even think she publicized. I think that's just kind of coming out now. She's done so much for people. I mean, we have the "What Would Jesus Do" bracelets. We almost need to have a "What Would Dolly Do." I'm sure they do have it. And ironically, it was WWDD, WWDD. That's the irony in that is not lost on me, because she made an impact on a lot of folks, but as a young boy, she definitely made an impact. All right, because she made boobs popular, and she didn't even shy beyond the fact. She was cool about it. She laughed about it, joked about it, almost made it like cool to have big boobs. I know I liked them. I was a big fan. She was funny. There's Jolene. That was about some redheaded bank teller trying to steal her man, and she was upset about it. And she knew, even she knew then that them redheads, you got to watch them. They'll get you. I Will Always Love You. At first, I didn't even know that's who sang it originally. To me, Whitney Houston was "I Will Always Love You." Then when I found out that Dolly Parton sang it first and wrote it, I was shocked. I was like, what? That? And then I heard it. It's good. Whitney's Whitney, but Dolly Parton's is pretty good. And that too was also kind of based on a true story. Not the story you want to think, because you think "I Will Always Love You." You're like, oh, okay, well, this is a sweet love story. No, she was doing a show with like Porter Wagner, and she wanted to go out on her own and try to become a success as a solo artist. Turned out pretty good move. And he got upset about it. So she wrote "I Will Always Love You" no matter how, as she left. But emotional song for that. Porter Wagner. And funny story, Elvis wanted to sing "I Will Always Love You" after she had sang it. And Colonel Tom Parker contacted him and was like, hey, Elvis wants to, cover that song, "I Will Always Love You." She's like, wow, that's going to really put me on the map. You got Elvis singing your song? That's pretty good. But then old Colonel Tom Parker said, hey, look, if Elvis covers your song, he's going to want half the publishing rights, which means Colonel Parker wants the publishing rights. Elvis ain't getting it. He is. And she told Elvis no. She's like, look, Elvis, sorry, E, it ain't happening. Boy, did that turn out to be the right move, because once Whitney started singing it, I think she went on to make upwards of $10+ million off that, just having Whitney singing alone. And she's such a dang good person. She ended up taken a lot of that money and invested it into the urban communities and helping out the African American communities in parts of Tennessee that were not funded as well. She did that. Who does not love Dolly Parton? I don't know the person. You try to scour the internet, see if you can find something. I ain't seen nothing. I don't know anybody. She didn't make politics a part of her life. She just said, hey, I love everybody. I'm going to just treat people how I want to treat. She didn't hide from the fact that she was a Christian, which is hard to do in this day and age because, everybody don't want you to show your religion. And she didn't hide behind it. She didn't hold it against nobody. She didn't try to pressure nobody to feel her way. She was open to every community, every part of it, and everybody loved her for it. I really do wish that we could live more like Dolly, and myself included. There's not enough good things to say. You can sit here all day and talk, but there's just so much good she's done. It's hard to make a list. And it was a big impact, I'm sure you've seen it all over the news, all over your social medias and all that. Everybody's posting about it. Yeah. That's that big. That's huge. And I'm sure you can find somebody that didn't like her, but I don't know who. Now, she made Dollywood, because, it's an investment, it's a moneymaker, but she wanted to bring jobs to her community that she grew up in. So she did that basically just to have jobs and create that area to hype people up. Now, I'm sure somebody owned an old farm, something that didn't want all the traffic because, boy, Pigeon Forge can get busy now. It can get busy. I'm sure they're upset and didn't like Dolly, but that's about it. Because if you come up to me and say, I don't like Dolly. Okay, if you didn't care for her music or you didn't listen to her music, that's one thing. But to say you don't like Dolly, get yourself checked. All right? Everybody loves Dolly. Beautiful. I mean, knockout. Made no shame in the fact that she was like, hey, whatever it takes. I look a little trashy, but I like trashy. Takes a little money. She wants to get her work done to make sure she keeps looking good. She don't hide behind it. She never hid behind the fact she had plastic surgery and all that. She just want to look like she want to look, and I love it. Go look up the jokes she said. One of them was like, somebody asked her, how long does it take to get her hair done like that and to make it all big and bulky? She said, hell, I don't know. I'm not there. I'm never there when they do it. So just so many one-liners, so funny. That's the jokes going around that I kind of appreciate. There's one that says every woman's going to take their bra off so they can fly their boobies at half mast in honor of Dolly. And I think she would love that joke. I think she would absolutely love that joke. My friend Shannon on Facebook posted it, and she posted about a year or so ago, and I watched it, and I was like floored, flabbergasted, and I was like, wow, that just shows you her star power. But she posted again yesterday after she passed, and it was Kenny Rogers is performing on stage, and his We Got Tonight that he did with Sheena Easton, but he's singing it up on stage, live concert, I think in Portland, but he's singing it and gets to the part, why don't you stay? And then all of a sudden, this voice from the heavens kicks in and says, deep in my soul, and it's Dolly Parton sounding like $1 million. And then it shows her come from the back in this black dress, just as blonde and as buxom as you can be, and just looking at her prime Dolly phase, you're like, okay, looking like $1 gazillion. You're like, that is a megastar, and that is a beautiful woman. I mean, gorgeous, drop dead, flat out. It don't get much better than that. Just built like a brick house, a voice of an angel, got a walk, just might be one of the best looking women of all time. That's all I'm saying. I got my wife's Dolly mug right here, showing respect for Dolly. If you got a chance today, go listen to some Dolly music. Her first song that got popular was called Joshua. I think it was her first number one, and I had never heard it until today. And it sounds like Jerry Reed. I don't know if Jerry Reed took her thing or she took Jerry Reed's, but it sounds like a Jerry Reed storytelling type song, similar to Jolene. So she had that. She had Jolene, Coat of Many Colors. If you want to cry and that don't tear you up, I don't know what will. Just a phenomenal lady. She will be missed. I never watched the movie 9 to 5, but Steel Magnolias, I just watched, a year ago, maybe? Funny, everything I think when her husband died, they started talking about it, and I think me and my wife and I watched Steel Magnolias for the first time ever. Not bad. Not bad. Julia Roberts, pretty good in it. She had 9 to 5, didn't watch. Rhinestones, didn't watch that. And The Imagination Library, apparently her dad could not read or write. So she thought, I want to do something to kind of help that. So she started the Imagination Library where she passes out books to kids up to age 5 for free. I think they get like once a month or once every couple months. Over 300 million books she's handed out because of her Imagination Library. Like the list goes on and on. There's not enough good to say about Dolly Parton. I don't know how I could start, but go find yourself listening to some Dolly today in memory of Dolly. Find yourself to Dollywood. Everybody in the South has gone to Dollywood, and everybody has a Dollywood story. I love Dollywood. We went a couple times. First time we went, it was not too busy. It was, it was okay. I guess we timed it right. Had a great time. Ended up getting season passes. Went the next time, and I guess it was a slight rain, and I don't know what, but we timed it also perfect. Got to walk around and ride almost anything we wanted to ride. Stayed at Dream More, loved it. It was fantastic. It was like, you know what? Let's come back the next day. Well, I don't know what happened, but the floodgates opened up, and my gosh, it was bumper to bumper. Couldn't move, couldn't walk. Every ride was an hour and a half. I was like, okay, Dolly, I think I'm good here. I think I'm good at this point. So, but great rides. Everybody there is so nice. Get some cinnamon bread. Got to have it. Phenomenal stuff. Stay at Dream More. I think she's got a new one called Heartstrings. I hadn't stayed at that one. Dream More was fun. Go stay at Dollywood. Go find. They have like a lockbox where she has a song that she's unreleased. She wrote so many daggum songs, more than 3,000 songs. One of them she hasn't released. They're not going to release it until her 100th birthday. So they have it up in a lockbox that they're going to hold out until her 100th birthday. We kind of hoped Dolly would last to 100, but unfortunately she did not. They're going to release that. I'm curious. I'm like, I think it's going to be like 2047. I hope I make it. I kind of want to hear what old Dolly has to sing about. That it was so big that she had to hold it up for 100. She don't come out and say she's an alien or something. That'd be weird. But go listen to Dolly Day. You deserve it. She deserves it. A great woman who deserves all our respect and will be remembered with so many good memories. So Dolly, to you, thank you for everything. I hope we live more like you. WWDD. What would Dolly do? I liked it so much I married a blonde with big boobs. Saying she's part of the inspiration for that. Go listen to Dolly. Just love life. Be good to people. Be kind. R.I.P. Dolly.